Lawmakers are grappling with how to move forward with one of the nation's most popular content creation apps. The CEO of TikTok sparred with Congress for more than 5 hours yesterday. Members grilled the CEO about how the company handles data and whether it's free of influence from the Chinese government. But one of their biggest concerns was spying. Take a listen.
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think that spying is the right way to describe it. Congressman, I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
Well, you know what? I find that actually preposterous.
The American data has always been stored in Virginia and Singapore in the past. And access of this is on an as-required basis by our engineers globally. By engineers for business purposes.
By engineers?
This is a private company.
ByteDance?
ByteDance,
the Communist Party?
No.
NBC News congressional correspondent Julie Sirkin joins us now from Capitol Hill with more on the hearing. So, Julie, how did the TikTok CEO respond to all these criticisms from lawmakers? And does it seem like most of Congress has already made up its mind about the future of TikTok?
Well, look, I can't think of another issue that is uniting Republicans and Democrats like this one is. And, you know, the TikTok CEO appeared before this panel. It's his first time up here on Capitol Hill testifying before any congressional committee. And this was a panel of 50 members, Republicans and Democrats. One of them, Lisa Blunt Rochester, a Democrat from Delaware, actually said she walked in with an open mind and ended up leaving with more concerns than she had when she entered the room. They pressed him on everything from data privacy to whether the Chinese government is spying on Americans. And furthermore, if Congress were even to take any steps to restrict use of the platform, what would China have in terms of the data it's already collected from the 150 million TikTok users? A lot going on here in that space, of course, with China, but also in terms of how this is affecting children. I found one really interesting moment that may have gotten lost or buried here, where he was pressed on whether he lets his own children, one of them 8 years old, use this app. He said no, because they live in Singapore. They're not even allowed to use it under the age of 13. That, of course, is different here.
Julie, let's discuss what happens now that the hearing's over. How likely is a ban? Could there be some sort of compromise that falls short of an outright ban?
Well, we saw TikTok influencers come up to the Hill the day before the CEO testified, and I thought that was really telling because you had 3 lawmakers, all of them progressives, join them in defending the app from being banned, from anything happening to it, saying this is a problem that affects Facebook and Twitter too. But on the flip side, you have some prominent Democrats and Republicans, including Mark Warner, who's the head of the Intelligence Committee in the Senate, introducing a bill that would basically allow for a nationwide TikTok ban. That's not going to happen overnight, because I even asked Leader Schumer if he's going to commit to putting that on the floor. He said he's still studying what the best course of action would be. Same goes for Speaker McCarthy here in the House. So this is not a process that's going to happen tonight, tomorrow, or even next week.
I mean, there are some lawmakers who have quite the following on TikTok. What are some of them saying about all this?
Yeah, you're thinking of Jeff Jackson from North Carolina. He has 1.2 million followers on TikTok. He's a freshman lawmaker. He said, look, this is how I communicate with my constituents. This is how I get my messaging out there. And he had another idea. He said, look, a ban is not inevitable. Sure, there definitely are data privacy concerns here, but he actually said that the app should change ownership. That's something that the CEO was pressed on repeatedly, because ByteDance, which owns TikTok, is owned by the Chinese government. And that's a top concern here, even as they're getting into what's called Project Texas. This is an idea by TikTok to transfer some of that data storage from TikTok to Oracle, a U.S.-based company in Texas. So a few ideas floating around here. It's not clear what's going to happen in the end.
All right, Julie Sirkin on Capitol Hill. Thank you, Julie.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.